am on my way to the battle. Hello everybody and welcome back to this AI fight, this AI battle. It's been quite some time and that's because I moved to my girlfriend's place. We are now living together and yeah, thus I was very busy doing stuff basically. Furthermore, my setup is not finished at all. In case you are hearing... In case I'm sounding weird, in case you're hearing footsteps from above the neighbors or from the streets, yeah, I'm going to try to fix all of that. But yeah, for today, I wanted to start once again, commenting in English. Always a great pleasure for everyone. And yes, today we will have a look at my tier 3 AIs. And that means Emira, Richard Lionheart, Hyena, and Pig. These are my tier 3 lords, all of them 11 houses. That's always the base I'm taking for my AIs and the population. And yeah, today on a different map, Mayhem, that's one of my own, another free-for-all map. So yeah, guess that's fine. Yeah, some changes from the last two battles, and yeah, I guess we'll head right into it. 4K starting gold, and yeah, this time around on Mayhem. And yeah, again, I'm going to reduce the game speed quite a bit. Again, trying to tell you everything about my AIs, and again, Richard Lionheart in the perfect spot to, yeah, be talked about. He's going to be the first sujet because Hyena will be attacking him. And yeah, Hyena very aggressive, but we are going to talk about this fella later. First of all, Richard Lionheart. Maybe the most important adaptation of the base game. Just as Wolf for Stronghold 1, Richard Lionheart, he's the face of the game, basically. And I guess there are just a lot of people who really liked him in the base game. So yeah, he had to do... He didn't really even had to do something special, to be honest, because he always was very simple. Just the Crusader, basically. Swordsman, pikeman, archers, and that's it. Very simple, very basic, but very powerful because yeah, European troops are very powerful. And yeah, for my version, I tried to stay again very true to the original. He doesn't use any ale, for example. He does have that positive fear factor +2 in most cases, in most phases of the game. And a little bit of religion. He does build quite some chapels, one church for every castle. And yeah, apart from that, he's all about weapons. He places more iron mines than any other lord. 10 pieces, 10 buildings, 10 iron mines. Because yeah, he does have up to 22, I believe, weapon productions. He builds 3 weaponries to armories to store all his weapons. Yeah, like this, he's so he's able to recruit his armies to a certain degree after a failed siege, a failed attack, faster than other AIs, because he does just have a lot of weapons in store and can make use of them, and thus recruiting very powerful troops very cheap, because producing weapons and recruiting the troops is very, very cheap. Very cheap. My god. Yeah, it's been quite some time. Here we can see he's attacking very early on, but he's raiding with 2 raiding catapults. They, as you can see, are now getting destroyed by the approaching attack of the Hyena, but did already do quite some damage. Destroyed some houses. I believe. Some huts. Woodcutter hut. Yeah. So, yeah. Did a little bit of damage. Oh, we're even able to destroy this Tower 1. But now Richard has to deal with this attack. Hyena, very aggressive. Always depends how powerful the first attack is. Depends on the assassins. How many of them Hyena is sending. This always varies quite a bit. He already does feel threatened. His archers can shoot down on the assassins. He does have quite some pikemen. They do have a lot of health. 50k health. But assassins doing a lot of damage. 80. Pikemen, in contrast, only doing 20. Oh, this already is very, very close. Although Richard is quite aggressive himself, at least when talking about European allies. Yeah, he seems to be struggling quite a bit to get rid of all these assassins quite a bit. Managing to get into the castle, he already does have to fight, but although he is losing a lot of men, there are not that many assassins left. Already down to half of his health points. This is very, very close. Oh my gosh, so close. Usually he survives this, yeah, a bit easier. This time around, a lot of assassins. Even more since Hyena is starting to raid Richard. This is maybe even more threatening because, yeah, he already is struggling to keep up in the game. And now, yeah, is even losing quite a bit of economy. These last few archers shouldn't be a problem, though. Yeah, as I said, and this is why I chose to, position him so he gets attacked by the Hyena. Usually he survives this pretty easily, and that's because, as I just said, he's quite aggressive himself. His AI character document is designed to force him to recruit pikemen only early in the game. He will recruit 50 of them exclusively, and yeah, don't use any swordsmen to this point. These assassins really are they a problem? These pikemen are, yeah, they are managing, no problem. Okay. Woodcutter even helping out. Okay, nice. Peasants respawning. And yeah. Oh. This is overdue, you could say, because he's already out of food. Popularity falling as well. Yeah. Let's see if he's going to be able to reestablish his troop, his defensive. This gatehouse is even considered to be the Hyena's one. Interesting. Yeah. He is designed to, yeah, recruit a lot of attacking troops very early in the game. And yeah, so he's able to push his enemies. I think in the base game, he was always known for being somewhat aggressive. This isn't really true anymore to, yeah, modding standards. Modded AIs just are all in all a lot stronger than any vanilla AIs. And yeah, still these European units, if you're not able to recruit them from weapons in store, yeah, they are very expensive. And thus he takes a lot longer to build up his armies than, for example, Hyena, who, yeah, is just in need of this mercenary post and some gold, and yeah, can start right away boosting up his armies. And yeah, this first punch by the Hyena already was so devastating. I'm not quite sure if Richard will be able to build back up his economy. This assassin might go down to this woodcutter. Oh yeah, nice job. Able to fight off these raiding parties, although there are even quite a bit more. Yeah, if he's able to start into the game, he's designed to be an ally of the player. his economy, even when he's fully built up, struggles to support his troops because they just are very expensive. Even using 3 armories doesn't really help that much. Most times he's not even able to fill all of them, and even if he does, how many troops can he recruit from these weapons? Maybe like 100 max, and after that he has to buy a lot of weapons, and his economy can't really support this. His needs of weapons, and thus he's designed to be an ally. If you give this AI, if you give Richard Lionheart additional gold. Oh, Hyena already attacking again. This might be the end of the line, to be honest. But if you give Richard Lionheart gold, he profits more of this gold than most other AIs, because he can start to push his attacks, which are very, very mighty. He's the only AI in the whole pack who really uses all 8 siege equipment. An AI can only build 8 siege equipments, and he's using all 8 of them. The 8th one being a siege tower. Is he even able to fight this off again? These assassins struggling to make their way into the castle. The archers shooting them down one after another. They are struggling to slice down all these peasants. And getting killed while doing so. A few pikemen left up on the walls, coming down to the lord. He's once again swinging his axe. Will he be able to fight this off? I think he will. Okay, that's great. I mean, he doesn't really stand a chance to survive this game for much longer. But Pick doesn't stand a chance at all surviving the first push by the Hyena. And since I'm aiming to tell you something about every one of my tier 3 AIs, this was most fitting for this case. So poor Richard, has to survive this early pressure, and I doubt he will survive this game. But maybe the next one. Who knows? Okay, but I think this is all I can really tell you about him. He's all about weapons, all about being the player's ally. Can launch very, very powerful attacks. Only the bear does have more powerful armies than Richard Lionheart. And if he's in second row supporting another AI, he can be absolutely devastating. But if he has to tank, just like in the base game, his walls are thin, his towers are somewhat protected, and his castle layouts are just a bit more clever. He does use pitch, just like in the base game, and these inwards towers somewhat help to make the fire even more devastating. But again, fighting off this raiding party, the pikeman's health pool just is most of the times enough. But I'm not even sure you can call this being alive. Okay, I guess we will push the game speed up quite a bit. Don't think another attack. I don't think he'll be able to survive another attack. So who are we going to talk about next? Since Emira is going to be in between these 2 AIs. I guess we're choosing her. Pick always is somewhat of a wildcard in a game, because he has target choice gold, meaning he will always attack the AI with most gold in store. Usually that means he's attacking the strongest AI, and I made this so I didn't even want to talk about the pick yet. Trying to stay focused and trying to not to forget that Richard is about to die. Hyena already stacking up this gold quite a bit. And yeah, not launching another attack yet, since he still is attacking. Now he's calling his troops back home and preparing to fight off the Emira, who's actually attacking the Hyena. This might mean good news for Richard Lionheart, since this might take some pressure off him. If Emira is able to do some damage here, yeah, this might help Richard out quite a bit. We will see. And yeah, still Emira, a very nice next subject, since her lore is connected to Richard Lionheart. One of my own creations. Oh, Pig joining the fight, also attacking Hyena, since Hyena, yeah, was storing up so much gold due to his attacks against Richard Lionheart. And yeah, Pig even yeah, staying focused, not swapping to Emira, who now, due to her own attack, is also collecting quite some money. But yeah, oh, this might mean comeback for Richard Lionheart. Oh, this might be an interesting game. Okay, yeah, but still reducing the game speed once again. I don't really think Hyena can die here. Emira and Pig fighting against each other in front of the Hyena's castle walls. Yeah. Okay. Emira's lore, as I said, connected to Richard Lionheart. She always was a very wise but powerful and just woman. She, yeah, is reigning these lands after her father, who chose her to be his the next leader, and yeah, is admired by her people, and but not really admired by the other Arabian lords. They all hated her since she was a woman. In medieval times, this often is enough to, yeah, be hated by other lords. And yeah, they traded her when Saladin was calling the Arabian armies to face the invading Crusaders. They traded her, leaving her troops back on the battlefield. But yeah, Emira was able to escape this treason, managed to get back home, but was very weakened. The Arabian lords then were, yeah, just hostile towards her, and not hiding anymore that they didn't like her to reign her father's lands, and yeah, started to raid her villages and so on. So yeah, she was really struggling to okay, Pig almost done here. Now Hyena can kill off the last few macemen. She was struggling to stay in power quite a bit. And yeah, when Richard Lionheart's armies arrived, achieving one victory after another, after quite some time, they also were struggling to yeah, keep up their supply lines. And Emira saw a chance to, yeah, strengthen her armies, her troops again, her position basically. And oh, Richard Lionheart is even attacking the Hyena. Hyena now getting beat down quite a bit. Richard and Emira both have target choice closest, meaning they will always, yeah, attack the closest enemy, which seems to be Hyena. And this might be because all keeps are... No, this can't be. I'm not sure. But Emira and Richard attacking the Hyena, yeah, basically means even more pressure and means even more time for Richard Lionheart to build his castle up, get his weapon production running. This is good news for the line. Good news. Okay, great. Again, I don't really think this will be enough to kill the Hyena, but even more economy damage, and this also is... This might be just enough to keep Richard alive. Yeah, Emira called for Richard to help her out with some troops to fight off the raiding parties destroying her villages. And since the other Arabian lords already traded her, there was no need for her to feel like a traitor herself, because she was teaming up with the invading crusaders. And Richard lent her his pikemen. This is why she uses them. And helped her secure her lands, and in exchange was able to make use of her harbor to reinforce his supply lines. So this basically is the connection and why Emira is able to use these pikemen. Still, the base of her economy is her bread production. She's got a single one mill and 8 to 9 bakeries. Some inns, two inns in most cases. She builds one stronger castle where she's using 3 of them. But this castle also is quite a bit more expensive. So this is one of her standard castles. Even a weak one, since this forward tower 5 does only have a wall in front and not in the back. There are a lot of castles where this tower is protected from both sides, obviously meaning she won't, enemy troops won't be able to break in so easily. She's a very smart leader and is protecting her people. These 20 Arabian swordsmen are, basically her signature move. This is the first thing she does, is recruiting these 20 Arabian swordsmen, which are very expensive, obviously, but still help her quite a bit to, for example, survive early attack by the Hyena, who's more and more struggling to stay in the game. Oh, she's attacking. Hyena is attacking again, but Richard now has his fire defense, burning these assassins alive, no problem. Like, I don't know, 2k gold, just burning away. Easy defense for the line, and even though he's he survived with a minimum health pool, he still is alive. And for the Hyena, the future looks grim, even more so since Emira is attacking once again, and Hyena doesn't have that many troops yet. Will now obviously start to reinforce her defenses, but Richard again not threatened to be killed once and for all. I could have bet he would die within the next few attacks by the Hyena, but somehow he was able to survive. He just is a very brave fighter, obviously. He does also have a very powerful lord, 1.4 lord strength. Second most powerful lord in my pack. Again, only Bear being stronger than him. He does have a 1.5 lord, so almost as strong. Hyena, Emira was able to light up the Hyena's castle, but is burning her own troops. And again, I don't think Hyena will die here, but getting pushed hard by this armored army. Oh, but Pick, seeing a possibility to kill the Emira, attacking her because she's attacking, collecting gold, and thus triggering the Pick's what I'm looking for. He likes to have a lot of money. Let's put it like this. Already struggling again to find the right words, but I think you know what I mean by that. But Emira, shouldn't have any problems to fight this attack off. Oh, Pig even able to break into the castle, but yeah, now these 20 sortie swordsmen come in very handy. Oh, but they are missing to meet these macemen, but they are not enough to really be able to even touch the Lord. Yeah, getting sliced down by the men of Richard and Emira. And yeah, Hyena's castle still burning. Oh, this is very bad news. Oh, this hurts. I think we have to come back to the Emira at a later point and talk a bit about the Hyena. Wasn't expecting this outcome, but now I think it's pretty certain Hyena will go down next. Burning castle always is bad news, very bad news. And yeah, so this is another one of my own creations, Hyena. Maybe the first AI of my pack I was really happy with. I really like the Hyena's character and also his backstory. He used to be a general of Saladin, and yeah, but before that he was very poor, an orphan even, and yeah, at some point in his life joining some mercenaries, and they're fighting his way up. He never was the strongest, never the fastest, but always the most endurable. Yeah, when others couldn't keep running, he did, and when others laid down their weapons, he fought on. So yeah, he's very endurable and a very evil character. Even more so since at some point in his life, it seemed like he would be able to find happiness in his life because he found a wife. He even had a child, but both of them died when the Crusaders invaded Akkon and sieged Akkon, and during that siege his wife and his son both were killed, and this was basically the point of no return. From that point on, the Hyena was filled with hatred and nothing else, and this is why he is so aggressive and always aiming to launch early attacks. This also means that he's struggling to build up quite a bit, because he's investing so much gold into his first few attacks. Yeah, he's not building up properly, you could say. And yeah, in many cases, just like in this one, you could argue, failing to start into the game. And even though he was able to push against Lionheart quite a bit, wasn't able to finish him off. And now is... these are the digging troops from Richard Lionheart waiting here in the back, since there's no moat to be digged. Oh, now his castles are breached. Richard Lionheart. Yeah, I think Richard Lionheart will now take bitter vengeance, even though the castle layouts of the Hyena are just as mean as himself, using quite a bit of fire throwers. He won't be able to fight this off, I think. Even some swordsmen at this point, and these digging units joining the fight, since even the battering ram managed to break down this gatehouse, and so many pikemen, just killing the Hyena.
Recognizing a potential ally would prove greatness of heart and wisdom.
Yeah, trying to convince his enemies to spare his life. But no chance. Yeah, as I said, wasn't counting on Richard Lionheart to survive, but not only did he survive, he even managed to land the first kill of the game. That's great news, for him at least. And now I was, I'm not sure if I was able to tell you everything about the Hyena. Let me think. His economy, yeah, the negative fear factor basically is self-explaining. I think -3, meaning, yeah, the economy is quite a bit more powerful, but the troops also are somewhat weakened, although not as much as for maybe the pig. Yeah, great transition. Pig at this point already launching his next attack against Richard Lionheart, who, yeah, was stacking up gold quite a bit even. 4k gold. And yeah, also quite some weapons in store. Should be able to fight this attack off since, yeah, he has quite a bit of troops left and can start to recruit again. Yeah. The pig. In the base game, I really liked the pig because these macemen just looked like mini pigs, mini truffs, who were thrown at the pig's enemies, and yeah, their brutal character just fits the theme of this lord perfectly. This is why I kept them as the main army. This is the unit the pig will scale endlessly, and this is the unit who defines his character. Even more so since pig is raiding all in all with more troops than any other AI in the game, in the pack. Up to 25 macemen who will raid his enemies' lands. And yeah, these also are obviously macemen who do a lot of damage to buildings and are fast. So yeah, they come in handy when raiding enemy lands. Yeah, I think they won't be really a problem for Richard, but yeah. If he's not deciding to march out of his castle and leave his keep unprotected. Pig also, yeah, this is a nice showcase. In my version of the game, Pig is all about breaking through the enemy castle walls. He's not choosing to do any tactics whatsoever, not digging under enemy walls, not climbing above them, not even throwing rocks at... Oh no! Richard really is leaving his castle. His army is leaving his castle. Why? This is so dangerous. His king now exposed, basically. Castle walls are breached. The battering rams up to 6. The pig uses up to 6 battering rams. Managed to break down this small castle gatehouse. Will he be able to fight this attack off? His troops quality... the quality of his troops is obviously a lot higher, but there were quite a bit of the pig's men knocking at his doors, and it looks like the pig is not able to break through. Or is he? I mean, there's not much needed to kill this lord. Not many men needed, but... yeah, once again, looks like Richard is able to escape his, yeah, almost certain death once more. I'm proud of him. He's putting up a fight. That's nice. Yeah, Pig, as I said, doesn't use any advanced tactics. He's just, yeah, knocking his head at his enemy's doors, breaking through, and storming his enemies with, yeah, quantity, not quality. His troops, -5 fear factor. I feel like this is very fitting for this lord, because he's just so very brutal. You can see a lot of negative fear factor buildings standing around this castle. And yeah, these macemen who also fit his brutal characters, he... has the largest armies of any tier 3 AIs. 90 men for his first attack, meaning, yeah, 45 for every following, 45 additional men for every following attack. And yeah, thus is able to usually overcome his enemies by number. not by force. Richard Lionheart, yeah, pretty much the opposite of the pick, you could argue. So these two always are an interesting matchup. Still, I boosted up the pick's defenses quite a bit. The first thing Pick does in every game is build a Tower 4, building his Engineer's Guild and manning these Mangonel. This Mangonel. So he's designed to survive close combat. I don't know if you recall these missions, but there are, I think, 2 missions in the first Crusader Trail where you had to face a pig who was standing up on the hill, and yeah, I always somewhat connected the pig to being a pain in the ass when having to fight him uphill. And yeah, I tried to reinforce this aspect of the character. And apart from that, Pig in the base game had these very thin IKEA walls, like Odwin calls them, and nothing more. So obviously I also used these low walls because, again, I feel like they are part of the character. Also these double walled Tower 4, but I used Emira again, able to light up the castle. Is Pig able to... the flames are spreading. This looks dangerous. Pig is able to fight off the Emira's troops, but not able to fight off the flames, even spreading inside the castle walls. This might be very bad news. There could... Oh no, he's able to fight off the flames, at least within the castle walls. Will this spread inside once again? Not sure. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, this is dangerous. For now, he was able to escape the worst, but this firemen are doing their best and able to fight off these flames. Okay, that's good news for the pig. Close call. Yeah, pig again, just like the hyena, will be attacked from both sides, meaning almost certainly that we will have Emira and Richard Lionheart fighting for the crown of this free-for-all battle. What more can I tell you about the pig? In my version, 3 rows of low castle walls, not a single one, meaning, quite a bit more resilient to enemy siege equipment. Still, his layouts aren't very clever. This actually is one of his clever ones, because the enemies have to walk quite a bit and are shot at by his crossbowmen while doing so. Usually it's just like on this side of the castle, at this side. You break through the gatehouse and you can storm the keep right away. So yeah, the layouts aren't that clever, but against catapults, especially against catapults, the pig is pretty resilient. Trebuchets, that's another story, since, they can to some degree ignore castle walls and aim for the structures themselves. The Emira's fire ballistas doing quite some damage. Even more so since these Arabian swordsmen usually, don't really like crossbowmen. Even with UCP only 5 projectiles. But Pig lost a lot of men. Might be pretty possible for him to get killed by the next attack from Richard Lionheart. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's just not enough. Richard 300 men, Pig 170. His economy obviously is very, very powerful. It's especially designed around stone. This again, in my opinion, fits the character pretty nicely. He builds 4 quarries more than any other tier 3 AI, and additional ox tethers to support these quarries. Feeling nervous, feeling threatened by the approaching army of Richard Lionheart, his swordsmen, they just cut these macemen down like butter, no problem, and might be able to reach the Lord already. Yeah, they are stacked up nicely, will kill every approaching unit basically instantly. And yeah, I don't think there are enough crossbowmen to kill these swordsmen. They are just too many. Although they actually tank less projectiles from crossbowmen than pikemen. Although they are carrying a shield. Which doesn't make any sense, but that's just how it is. Okay, nice. Pig getting cut down. Richard achieving his second kill. Who might have thought, after this devastating start into the game. And now, yeah, pretty fitting for their story. They tried to not attack each other till the end, but now they have to, Emira and Richard Lionheart. Let's see who's more powerful. Emira's economy obviously is a lot more powerful. Her positive fear factor is always behind, to some degree at least, always behind these rows of moat, which means that her workers aren't actually walking to these positive fear factor buildings. Oh, Richard leaving his castle while being attacked by the Emira. This might be a very sudden and sad end to this glorious comeback he started. Emira already breached the castle walls. That's unlucky. That's very unlucky. Okay, we got a fast one here. Let's reduce the game speed so we can listen to the Emira's message. Should die pretty much instantly. Richard Lionheart still fighting bravely, but to no avail. This will be his last fight. Yeah, sad end. Let's have a look at these nice bodies.
I have taken the matters to my own hands. Another enemy succumbs to my forces.
Yeah. Emira being victorious in the end. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, he would have been able to fight this off so easily, but his decision making, poor, you could say, poor. And yeah, this again was somewhat of a faster fight, but still I think I was able to tell you at least most of what I would think is important about my AIs. Lionheart, achieving 2 kills, but all the crowns to the queen, Emira Shazad Al-Khair, able to take the final victory. Hyena and Truff getting double focused by Emira and Lionheart. I even wasn't aware about the fact that they would be attacking the same target. I thought they might have their own target. But that's how it is. Doesn't really matter. Pig produced most troops of the game. That's nice. But again, I think his economy all in all is most powerful. Although Emira getting having quite a bit more gold earned, gold acquired. But I don't know. Okay, if you have any further questions, leave them down in the comments below. And apart from that, I hope you had fun. See you next time. And for me, it was again an inner flower picking.